Can't decide which color to use, just simply take a couple of tablespoons of the milk paint, and using some cardboard, you can do a little demonstration piece. So what I've done here is I've mixed up some of the steel blue, and I've mixed it fairly thick, just about 1/3 more milk paint was applied, or just a little less water. And that's because I want to have a bit of texture on the vanity. Oh, sorry. It's the secretary's desk that we're doing. So what I'm going to do is just do a demonstration right here using the milk paint, and I'm putting it on really thick. I'll be tapping it, and I'm also going to be using the hair dryer just to create a bit more texture here and there. Now you can see some of these lumps and bumps. Now that's because the milk paint hasn't completely dissolved. That's done on purpose. If you do want to brush them out, you can just simply add a bit more pressure on your brush and go back and forth, and you can see how it just kind of squishes them and becomes very smooth. Now what we want to do is create a few more bumps down here. Hit that with the hair dryer, and that's going to create a bit of texture. It takes about 30 minutes to dry, which I did over here, so I'm just gonna swap that out. Now, just showing you how down here there is a bit more texture and a bit more heat applied via the hair dryer. That's why I got these crackles. But up here it's quite smooth. What I wanna do is that two-tone look. I have a couple of different colors here that I'm going to apply onto the steel blue. So this is our Matinee in the milk paint, and it's a regular mix. So it's a bit of a table cream consistency. Just going to apply that onto the steel blue. Now, if you wanted to create a lot of cracking and chipping, you could put a resist on or hit it with the hair dryer while it's still wet. And that's going to give you a lot more texture. Now I'm going to be doing a bit of a distress to see a bit of the steel blue through here, but honestly, I just can't decide on my colors. So we've got the Matinee over the steel blue. I also have one of our beautiful pinks. It's called Bouquet. It is a very muted, light pink. Definitely it's a light pink. I wouldn't say it's peachy. I would say it's just got a touch of mauve in it. I'm giving it a bit of a stir because I mixed this about 20 minutes ago, and before I apply it. Now, that's gonna be a really nice contrast. So see, I just can't decide which colors to go with at the end of the day. So I thought, you know, you're using a couple of tablespoons of milk paint, just create a quick little demo board, and using cardboard is perfect. You could even do a blend if you wanted to, right? So now, again, I hit this area with a hair dryer to create a bit of a chippiness, a bit of cracking. And over here, it is dried. Now, I'm gonna show the camera just a little bit closer. You can see how it's got a bit of flaking. Just do that with my finger. It doesn't get a chance to adhere very well if you hit that with a hairdryer when it's still wet. And I had some Gustavian White going too, and I thought, wouldn't it be cool to do a bit of a wash? But at this point, I'm still deciding between the Matinee or the Bouquet. So what you're gonna have to do is seal this, okay? I wanna do a little bit of this clear beeswax onto the milk paint because this is porous. If it came along right away with the antiquing wax, it's just going to soak it all up and completely distort the color. So you do want to seal it. It goes fairly dark right away. You want to seal it up using the clear wax. I love this stuff. This one is Rose of Tuscany. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this, but lovely essential oils in here. And again, you can see how it's darkening up. Just really want to be able to have a good idea on which color sequence to go with. And of course you can always keep these boards around, right? For future projects. Now I'm going to take my sandpaper because at this point, because I had hit this with the hairdryer, it didn't really adhere as well as this area. So you can take your sandpaper. I think I'm gonna like actually the whitewash on top of everything. Give it a bit of a sanding. And this is the true color that you're left with. Okay, you've got the steel blue popping through the bouquet. And over here, we've got steel blue popping through the Matinee. And of course, you know what? I'm actually really liking that with the Gustavian White. I just put a quick little wash on there for the heck of it. Now, of course, the secretary's desk, I'm going to be doing a bit of antiquing. I'm just gonna take a little antiquing wax around the edges. So I just want to put a little bit here just to see what that's going to look like. Now this is the antiquing wax. It's a little bit more blackish brown. We do have espresso, which has got a little bit more of a red brown tone. Pop that wax on and then buff off the excess. And this is what your results are at the end here. Hopefully that's nice and focused. So this, we've got the steel blue, then the bouquet. Here we've got the Gustavian White as a whitewash over top. And over here is the Matinee. It's a soft gray blue. And that's also the steel blue is popping through there. So depending on how the light is hitting that, I honestly, I really like this this whitewash. So if you guys can help me decide, am I going to go with bouquet, Matinee, or either one of those topped off with the Gustavian White? I'm gonna put up a little poll and hopefully you guys can help me decide. If you have any questions, pop them down. I'll be happy to answer them.